what happened, or you just now watching this, or maybe you've been living under a rock. So I'm going to replay what the lawsuit is, why the lawsuit is here, and then I'm going to give you Lizzo's response because Lizzo has responded to the lawsuit, okay?
Just today, that complaint was filed in Los Angeles County Superior Court against Melissa Vivian
Reading that super chat
Jefferson, which
shortly.
is singer Lizzo's legal name. And today I spoke with 3 of her former dancers who alleged they were victims of sexual harassment and assault.
I even remember making a joke about the performers like lotion.
Wide load. Wide load, ladies and gentlemen. Wide load, okay? The dancers are a reflection of their leader.
Her body, just to like have something to say about the fact that I just, touched somebody that I did not want to touch.
Did she make you touch her specifically somewhere or just the body in general?
Her breasts.
I hate it when people just say stuff and just leave it out there because then they leave it to the imagination. And so you automatically start assuming the worst. The worst. You automatically start assuming the worst. When people just say stuff, oh, she made me touch her breast. That could be anything. That could be, hey, can you pull this strap up for me because my hands is tied? Can you, somebody may have walked over there. Oh my God, something is wrong over there. And then, can you grab that for me? Or can you get that money out of the side or whatever? It could be anything, literally anything. But again, I want you to see what it is that, for those of you that's just getting here and you did not see what happened yesterday, I want you to understand what's going on here, all right? So I'm going to play the rest of this and we're going to get into Lizzo's response.
Those are plaintiffs Ariana Davis, Crystal Williams, and Noel Rodriguez. Those are the 3 former employees who allege misconduct by Lizzo, including sexual, religious, and racial harassment, as well as disability discrimination, assault, and false imprisonment.
What is disability discrimination?
Davis just described right there refers to.
What is disability discrimination? So you telling me she hired people that wasn't capable of doing what it is that she wanted them to do? I don't really understand where the disability discrimination comes from. What is disability discrimination? Anyways, let me continue to play the video, and then we're going to break it down because I want to show y'all Lizzo's response.
A night out in Amsterdam where Davis says Lizzo made her touch a naked performer at a nightclub. The ladies say these incidents date back to 2021. They described to me a hostile work environment in which they worked under the threat of being fired. They say they were body shamed as well.
And she said, we're lucky that we're not getting fired because normally in the dance industry, people get fired for gaining weight.
Me specifically, not only through her management, but with her individually, speaking up in a meeting and then days later being let go.
Hold on, y'all. Hello?
Hey, Anton.
What's going on, my friend?
Oh, not too much, man. Just headed up north right now. Sorry about the late text last night. I sent you the contract.
Yeah, I signed it this morning.
Oh, you did? Okay. I haven't looked at my email. I just wanted to reach out and see if you had any questions or whatnot.
No, when are we going to close on the property?
I like the way you work, man. Let me get it over to title, and we could probably close next week.
Okay, sounds good. Do you need a deposit?
Yeah, you know what? You're going to have to take it to University Title in Auburn Hills.
Send me the address, and I'll get it over to him.
Okay.
But yeah, so we can close on it. Well, actually, yeah, we got to close on it by next week because I'm going to be in Japan the week after.
You got it.
All
okay.
right.
I'll get the contract over to them, and I'll tell them that we got to close by Friday next week.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, man.
All right,
Take
bye.
it easy.
Williams and Davis were fired this year, and Rodriguez resigned over how Davis and Williams were treated. Their attorney tells me they're seeking unspecified compensatory damages for emotional trauma and distress, among other issues. Of course, we did reach out to Lizzo and her attorney for comment and have not yet heard back.
So now that we have that insight, this is Lizzo's This is Lizzo's response, okay? Lizzo has hit back at the lawsuit. Shout out to Ash. I'm going to be reading that super chat shortly. Lizzo has reached out, hit back at the lawsuit filed against her by 3 of her former backup dancers. Hey, I heard that these backup dancers are somebody from a reality show or from a former show in which she did, in which she was looking for backup dancers or something like that. I heard that a lot of these backup dancers, at least 2 of these backup dancers, came from a reality show. I'm going to be reading the super chat shortly. Is that true? Can somebody confirm that for me in the chat? That some of these backup dancers are also from a reality show that she was a part of. But anyways, it says dancers Ariana Davis, Crystal Williams, and Noel Rodriguez. Now, for a lot of y'all also understand that for the bag chasers, I'm going to be breaking down all of my latest deals and how it's going inside of the development of the different properties, what my next strategy is. I got a crazy new strategy that I love for you guys to be able to implement. Natasha Crazy said the biggest loser. So make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Said accused the pop star and her team of body shaming them, sexual harassment. Come on now. Stop it, bro. And in one case, holding one of the dancers against their will. Really? Now you a hostage? Now you being kidnapped? In a statement posted on Instagram and Twitter Thursday, Lizzo called the claims outrageous and false. So this is specifically what Lizzo said. All right, let me see if I can blow this up a little bit more. Damn, that shit is. All right, let me see if I can read the whole thing. These last few days have been gut-wrenchingly difficult and overwhelmingly disappointing. My work ethic, morals, and respectfulness have been questioned. Somebody said, how do you kidnap a whale? I don't know. I wish I had a response joke to that. Have been questioned. My character has been criticized. I usually I choose not to respond to false allegations, but these are as unbelievable as they sound and too outrageous not to be addressed. Goes on to say, as an artist, I have always been very passionate about what I do. I take my music and my performances seriously. Be reading that super chat shortly. I appreciate you. Goes on to say, because at the end of the day, I only want to put out the best art that represents me and my fans. Whale watchers. Yo, I'm curious. Is it anybody that listens? And again, I know I'm just saying jokes or whatever. Is it a heavy harpoon? Have it ever been anybody that likes Lizzo's music that's actually smaller, more compact? With passion comes hard work and high standards. Sometimes I have to make the hard decisions, but it's never my intention to make anyone feel uncomfortable or like they aren't valued as an important part of the team. Goes on to say, I am not here to be looked at as a victim, but I also know that I am not the villain that people in the media have portrayed me to be these last few days. I am very open with my sexuality. Is Lizzo swinging that other way? Yo, honestly, I'm just curious. I didn't know because I noticed she had a man or something like that. But is Lizzo swinging that other way? Do she go both ways? Is she Janelle Monáe? I was so disappointed in Janelle Monáe. Janelle Monáe was supposed to be like the higher self-esteem black woman. And I recently listened to Janelle Monáe. Then I've been seeing, and now they don't identify as nothing. They fuck everything. I am very open with my sexuality and expressing myself, but I cannot accept or allow people to use that openness to make me out to be something that I am not. There is nothing I take more seriously than the respect we deserve as women in this world. Why do women automatically always feel like they deserve respect? That's another thing that I'm very curious. I talked about this yesterday. Why do women automatically deserve respect? Why? Just because you? You don't have to earn respect like everybody else? I know what it feels like to be body shamed on a daily basis, justifiably, and would absolutely never criticize or terminate an employee because of their weight. Now, I believe her on this. Objectively speaking, I believe that Lizzo would never terminate or criticize an employee because of their weight. I think that if their job function, if they aren't able to perform their jobs like they're supposed to, then I think that she would probably have a professional conversation with them. But I don't think that she would just out of the blue, because why would a fat girl? Why would a bigger woman criticize a bigger woman when she's the bigger woman? And I'm not saying the bigger person like, oh, I'm the bigger person, I'm going to be better than you. I'm talking about like I'm the heftier, bigger, taller, wider person. You know what I'm saying? If it doesn't affect what it is that you do from a if it doesn't affect what it is that you do from a job perspective, then I don't see why the bigger woman would criticize a big woman. You know what I'm saying? So I believe her on that. She goes on to say, I'm hurt, but I will not let the good work I've done in this world be overshadowed by this. I want to thank everyone that has reached out in support to lift me up during this difficult time. And I guess that's the end of it. So, my final thoughts on this is this. All right? My final thoughts on this is this. I do think this is a cash grab. Have y'all ever seen whales have sex before? Do whales? Let me see something. Hold on. I just want to make sure. I want to see something. How whales get pregnant. Whales fertilize internally, so the male will deposit his sperm and the female fertilize in one egg. Females will carry the singleton baby for almost a year with the gestation lasting 11 months. Whales are not monogamous. Males and females do not form tight bonds after mating. So they do get it off. All right. Learn something new today. Definitely learned something new today. Anyways, let me get back to what it is that I want. It's water weight. Let me get back to what it is that I was saying. I do think that this is a cash grab. I do think that these people are running in the Victim Olympics. But at the same time, I almost think that this is kind of like some form of a karma. I don't want to say karma, because karma is to assume that everything that you do has an equal and opposite reaction, and that's not necessarily true. All right. I think that it's karmic. Is that a word? Karmic. And that she's been empowering these people. Shout out to See It. Got some things to say. She's been empowering these people to be victims or to run in the Victim Olympics, and that it came back to bite her, and that the very thing that she created is the thing that's going to be the worst for her. So, I don't think that Lizzo should be sued for this dumb shit, objectively, after all of the jokes. But in reality, it is coming back to bite her, and I don't necessarily feel sorry for her because everybody else go through it, so why should you be the exception?